Hi there, my name is MC. I make videos and blog contents for international students who want to settle here in Canada. So if you're new to my channel, hit that subscription button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any video every week. So in today's video, it's gonna be all about taxes here in Canada, what are the things that you can claim in your taxes, and how I filed my taxes basically. So yeah. So a quick shout out to Chacha, my friend who actually requested for this video, this tax video, because she's gonna do her taxes for the first time. So yes, what are the things that could affect your taxes? So the things that could affect your taxes could be your income level, like what type of family size do you have, and how much income you actually earn from last year, from that, like the taxable year. And why is it important to file your taxes? It is important to file your taxes mainly because you need to know if you owe something to the government or if you will get something from the government. So either way. But basically for international students, we will get something because we're part of the low income. We only work for 20 hours, basically 20 hours a week doing studies, and we're not earning that much. So when I filed my taxes the first time, I got like a refund, and I also get like GST refund as well. So you want to make sure that you're filing your taxes every year, so you're up to date and you claim whatever credits that you can claim. Also, you want to expand that Rrsp contribution. That's important because that's for your retirement. It's a savings plan, so it's kind of complicated to explain it now, but yes, you file your taxes, you expand your Rrsp contribution room. If you want to know more about Rrsp, comment down below and I will make another or separate video about that. I think the two things that I would like to highlight in this video is the differences between tax deduction and tax credits. So what is the difference between the two? Like, a lot of people are confused, or a lot of mainly international students are confused. The main difference between the two, the deduction and credits, deduction could reduces your taxable income. Okay, so if you claim some deduction, that could affect your taxable income. So meaning to say that you might pay less in taxes. On the other hand, though, like for tax credits, you have non-refundable and refundable. So one of the non-refundables is tuition fee credits. When you say non-refundable, you can only claim this if you owe taxes from the government. Let's say you owe $1,000 to the government. So you can use your non-refundable credits. When you say refundable, from the word itself, you can refund money, actual money from the government. So in my case, I will refund something from the government because last year I didn't make a lot because I was still a student, like first and second quarter I was a student, and I just started my full-time job like I think May. And also I had that gap in between that I didn't work, so I didn't reach that maximum income, so I still got GST and some refundable like money from the government. The most common example of deduction and credits that you could claim: medical expense, childcare expenses, moving expense, what else? Your union contribution, your union fees, your professional license fees, your donation or gifts. So those are the main things, and the most important one for international students is your tuition fee and books. So you will get this form from your school. It's 2202A. That's the form that you need to get from your school, and then from your employer you need to get your T4 So those are the documents that you need when you're about to file your taxes. So yeah, so what will happen if you don't file your taxes? So obviously CRA will hunt you, and they will know when you don't file your taxes. You might pay some penalties if you don't pay your taxes. So what will happen if you do some falsification of documents, if you, let's say, you claim something that you're not supposed to claim? Like, CRA would know when you're doing something fishy. See, CRA, like, they have their ways to investigate you. So if you're planning to do that, then think twice, don't do it, because that will affect your immigration later on, and you will pay a lot, like with penalties and stuff. Like for example, in my case, I moved to different provinces, so at first you would think that I could claim my moving expense, but in reality I cannot claim that because I moved to BC. It was a leisure and my employer didn't ask me to move, right? You just need to be honest to yourself. Don't do something stupid that you will eventually regret. If you're not comfortable doing your own taxes, that's fine, because when I did my first, I went to a tax clinic. It's a free clinic in our school, and actually you can go to different churches. They have tax clinics as well. But in this situation where you cannot go outside, it's better for you to just learn it yourself. You know yourself, you know what are the things that you can claim. And also for international students, it's not that complicated. We're not like self-employed or incorporated business. If you're like someone like that, then that's advisable to get a professional one. But if your taxes are, you know, it's not that complicated, then you can just use simple tax, TurboTax. Those are the good ones that you can use. It's easy to navigate, it's user-friendly. I think that's easy to use than using using e-file or Studio Tax. So this is free. Start without an account. So I'm not like, ideally you have to sign up, okay? But like in this tutorial, I'm just gonna make some numbers, and I won't sign up because I already filed my taxes. So let's say MC, so in this page it's all about you. So it will be a lot of, about your social insurance number, birthday, and where do you live, and some basic information about you. So in this part, I would recommend you guys to create a CRA My Account, so you'll see all the information that you need to know. Like if you don't have your T4, the actual one, if you log into your CRA account, you can actually see the numbers that your employer submitted. So now let's move on to your taxes. So you just have to make sure that you have your T4 slips with you. That's the document that you need from your employer. And then for students, you need to make sure that you have your T2202A. So the most common one is T4. So I'll make some numbers here, okay guys? This is not my actual number. So as you're in BC, for instance, and then let's say ABC company, and then let's say your income, your box 14 in your T4 slip, you need to put it here, okay? So you need to have a separate, like if you have two T4 slips, then you have to enter it separately, okay? So that's why you can see add another T4 here. So you don't combine the numbers. You have to put it in separate tab. So here, let's say I only have one company that I work for the year 2019. So let's say I got let's say 29,000. And then I pay for box 16, it will be around, let's say, 1,000. And then in box 17, I don't have that in my T4 slip. Let's say box 18, which is your EI, let's say it's gonna be like 500. And then in box 20, look for box 20, I don't have in box 20. Let's say box 22, look for box 22, 3,500. Let's just assume that. And then let's say your box 24, it's basically the same amount as your box 14. And then your box 26 is the same amount as well, but just refer to the amount that you have on your T4, okay? So what else are we missing? So let's say I only work for one employer, and then let's now move on to if you got Rrsp contribution, then you need to put that as well. Let's say you have a donation as explained in my video. Let's say I got tuition fee here. This is very important for students. So let's say I got this. So from 2019, yes, I was a student that time. So let's say business, and then my tuition fee, which is the one written on my C2202, it's 5,300. Okay, and then that was 4 months. You can see it on your slip. And then let's say where you post a second student in earlier year, yes. Enter, yes, I was a student in 2018. So enter your unused amount from 2018. So if this is your second time filing your taxes, so you will have this information from the notice of assessment given to you last tax season. So with me, I got 16,000. Transfer your unused tuition fee up to 5,000. So this one, like the way I understand it is like if you have a partner and like you can transfer your credit to your partner. Let's say your partner is owing some taxes, then you can transfer this to your partner, and then like he can actually use the credit that you got. So yeah, so now it will tell you how many tax amount, unused federal tuition fee amount you can use for 2020. Okay, when you file your taxes for 2020. So take note of this amount because you will need this to the next tax season. So like for example, I mentioned here this number, right? I got this number from the last notice assessment, from the last tax assessment. So these numbers, you will need this next year when you file your taxes again, okay? So take note of these numbers. So I also have union, because when you I took an exam for my license. So let's say CP or yeah, I forgot the name of the exam. So it was around 120, so I can claim that was my exam for my license. And then there's another one, like my membership from Sino, that was around $365. So yeah, here you can see how much money I could refund, right? It depends, right? So that's what I'm saying. If you earn more money, if you pay more taxes in 2019, then you'll get more refund. You know what I mean? And also, yeah, I think it affects the refund
because of the tax, the tuition fee credit that I put here, I got a lot of expenses, and then I only made like 29,000, and then I got like I pay around 3,500. So that's it, guys. So you just have to hit submit and make sure that you didn't make any error, and make sure that you have your supporting documents with you. Okay.
So I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you like it, of course give it a thumbs up. If not, just do nothing. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you to the next one. Bye!